Hi guys, it's Mythra King, and today I'm going to be talking about should Pyra and Mythra Stage be legal. I'm going to go over all of the facts and data that I collected, all of the stats of the stages, the kill percents, leads of blast zone, length of the stage, all these different factors, and I'm going to teach you about this stage, and then from the data I give you, you can decide if you think it should be legal or not after hearing everything. Before we go any further, please consider subscribing and hitting that bell icon and liking the video if you end up liking it. As you guys may or may not know, I host a tournament series called Frame Perfect Series Online. At this tournament series, I have a lot more stages legal than usual. Nobody else is willing to do this, but I am, because somebody has to take the chances, somebody has to experiment. I figured, why not be me? Why not have my series be the risky one? So I'm like, okay, well, let's find out each stage and see which ones could be legal or not. So I mentioned how the Sephiroth stage was really good to be legal, the Northern Cave. But this one's a little different. This one's quite a bit wider. It's a little bumpier. Has quite a few differences. And I'm going to tell you those differences right now. So if we're talking about the main stage, the length of the main stage, it is tied for Pokemon Stadium for the widest stage in the game. They're either exactly identical in length or 99% identical in length, according to my tests. So it is the same length as Pokemon Stadium 2. As far as leads to blast zone, especially on the left side, it is the same leads to blast zone as Final Destination and Battlefield. It is the exact same, which is slightly further than the Pokemon Stadium leads to blast zone, but it's the exact. If you've ever played online in Smash, Battlefield, Small Battlefield, or FD, it is the exact same as that. And the right side of the stage is either exactly identical or a fraction of a percent less. So, pretty much the FD and Battlefield leads to blast zone that you know, and the Pokemon Stadium main stage that you know. So it's pretty clear that so far the developers intended this to be what a lot of the standards were for a lot of competitive gaming, because a lot of the Pokemon Stadium 2, I'm sure that whoever created the stage knew, okay, well, this is like the standard tournament level. So they would probably try to make something similar, or either that or it's a huge coincidence. Speaking of huge coincidences, the platform is about the same exact height as Battlefield, depending on which side. So it's basically the same height as Battlefield for the platform, with like which moves auto-cancel and don't. And in addition to that, the ceiling is on average the same. So it is on average the same size platform, and it is on average the same size ceiling. However, there are some differences. The left side of the stage, the far left side of the stage, it's a little bit higher. Well, just to give if FD is like 100 or 101, then the left side of the stage is like 102, 103, and the right side of the stage at the highest point is 95 for Steve's up smash killing Pyra. So basically, the highest point on the right side of the stage is quite a bit lower. So you're going to get sky kills easier by a few percent, like maybe 5%. But it takes about 2% longer on the left side of the stage. So 5% up smash kills earlier on the right side of the stage, and takes 2% longer for up smash to kill on the left side of the stage. And if you were to stay in the exact middle of the stage, then the exact middle of the stage is the same, as far as I know. So those are pretty much the stats. It is the same average 180 height that we're used to, and it is the Pokemon Stadium length, the Battlefield height platform, and the FD Battlefield leads to blast zone. It's clear that the people who made this, they wanted to make something like crazy and different. The bumpy terrain and the only having a platform on the left side. So they tried to match a lot of the competitive standards. So I think that they were trying to make it legal. However, just because that was their intent doesn't mean that's going to be the feedback. I mean, they also tried to make, I think it was like spirits or custom moves legal. No, they tried to make custom moves legal in Smash 4, and we saw how that turned out. The community didn't really like it. However, it's clear that they wanted it to be legal, in my opinion, based on all these coincidences. So, before I forget to mention, there's one more thing. If we're talking about Bowser sides, from grabbing ledge to going down, it is easier to survive a Bowser side on this stage. Poor Bowser. But it is easier to survive a Bowser side on this stage. And I want to mention that both of them have invisible walls. There is invisible walls on both the left and right side of the stage, and you cannot wall jump. So it is a wall that you can't go under, but there is no wall jump possibility. So no wall jump, but invisible wall. And some characters like Mythra, for example, on the right side of the stage can go underneath the stage and then do up B to hit you from kind of far away. So certain characters will have advantages or disadvantages recovering on specifically the right side of the stage, depending on how their up B interacts with the stage. Obviously, it goes without saying that the right side of the stage, well, actually the entire most of the stage, but noticeably, very noticeable on the right side of the stage, has a bit bumpy terrain. And normally, slants for me are like no big deal, because it's like, okay, you know, if so many stages have slants, this is really just not a big deal at all. However, they took these slants to the next level. These slants are taken to the next level on this stage. So I'm not really so sure how I feel about it, because like if you're trying to like, okay, for example, Mythra might want to dash attack you at 0 and then start the jab block, or a lot of characters have these setups they practiced. And it's not just different, it's like quite a bit different. So that's worth mentioning as well. So I don't know how the community is going to react to a stage where the entire stage is slanted rather than just slants at like the edges of the stage like people are used to. Like I honestly I'm pro slants. Like I think slants are fine. I think people just complain too much. But this is more slanty than anything before, to the point that it's a lot of the time, like depending on if you're going uphill or downhill, there could be a significant difference. Combine that with the fact that it's not asymmetrical. It's like a platform on the left side, bumpiness on the right side. It is fun and it is unique. I'm just not so sure how people will react to it on a competitive level. So that's why I want to make this video and let you guys know what the facts are. The facts are pretty much the stats I said, with like 99% accuracy, more or less. So based on everything you've heard me say, and what is your opinion on if this stage should be legal or not? I'm fine with whatever. I've always been the risk taker, and in my Frame Perfect Series Online turn series that I do every like month or so or whatever, in my Frame Perfect Series Online events, I always take the risk with the stages because nobody else will, and I always like to be the one to do it. However, I feel a little less confident about this one than I did compared to like Sephiroth stage. Like where Sephiroth stage I see it's like it's a no-brainer. With this one, it's a lot more iffy. It's a lot more debatable, you know. So I really want to know what you guys think. I really want you guys' opinion here. What do you think this stage... Should we give this stage a chance? Does this stage deserve a trial test? Does this stage deserve a trial test? Or should it just be thrown out without testing? Please let me know, guys. I honestly want to know your opinions. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I want to make an educational video on the stage. Obviously, well, this goes without saying, that this is obviously the hazards off. I forgot to mention, but this is obviously the hazards off version. The hazards on version, he tilts his head. We're talking hazards off here, guys. Anyway, guys, let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments below. What you think of the stage. And definitely consider checking out my turn series if you're interested in fun tourneys that take risks. Frame Perfect Series Online is to be linked in the YouTube description. I'll be streaming it on my Twitch channel. Definitely check it out. I'll also be streaming this game a lot on Twitch in general, because I've been having a lot of fun with both Xenoblade and Ultimate lately, especially with these new characters. So, see you guys next video. Hope you guys enjoyed.